So we worked on this exercise for 10 minutes today, but I'm going to tell you why. So this is a really simple exercise, something we do with a lot of my knee clients. You'll see it a lot of other places too. This should be commonplace in a lot of rehabs. It's simple tibial rotations, tib rotations for short. A lot of people, when they have knee pain, really struggle with using their hamstrings to actually generate motion down at the knee. Some people don't even realize that's a thing. That's a whole separate issue. We'll get to that. However, why did we park on this exercise for 10 minutes today? Well, here's the thing. I have a saying, there's no such thing as the wrong exercise, only the wrong exercise for you. Now, sure, could we have done this another way? Absolutely. Would we have tried another way? Absolutely. However, sometimes it's more important to actually take the time to learn the exercise and really learn the feeling of what we're going for. This client in particular really struggles with using her hamstrings for any kind of knee activity, and using those hamstrings specifically to turn the tibia is going to be really important for her as far as getting motion back into that knee and making it feel comfortable again. So rather than immediately bailing and running to another exercise, I decided, hey, let's just take our time and actually help her work through different strategies of how to do this exercise. I see it all too often. People just give up on an exercise or jump to the next thing just because they can't get the client to do the exercise the way they want them to do it. However, would it not make more sense to give these people the chance to learn this, allow learning to happen, because that actually makes things change for the client. That actually gives them something that they can continue to use long after they're not working with you anymore. It actually builds credible, usable information and knowledge about their own body versus them being dependent on you. Plus, by the end of it, you can see in this clip, she's actually moving better in this clip than she did in the beginning. When we first started doing it, she wasn't moving it at all. She was cramping at her ankle, cramping at her foot, complaining of toe cramps and not understanding, saying she couldn't do it. But the benefit of working in an environment where you're not castrated by insurance or told how quick you have to move through an appointment is we can sit and take the time to do this with a client. Don't sacrifice your quality of care just for some time spent on the clock. Take the time to work with people. Take the time to give yourself the opportunity to learn exercises. This goes for clinicians. This goes for clients. So please, if you have an exercise you're struggling with, take a moment, work with your client. Client, take the time to work with your rehab professional. Sometimes just parking on an exercise and working it out and letting your brain actually learn how to move is 10 times more valuable than it is to just jump to the next exercise for the sake of getting it done.